This is who I am. I hope whenever you think of me, this is what you think of. This is me. Okay. I'm just as confused as you are. Okay. Um, Hi, welcome to my corner of my bed. Lily, do you have to eat your butt right now? A chicken laid an egg. Okay, sorry. Okay, I have to do stuff today. I don't know how to do my hair when it's this short. It looks so bad right now. I tried to put it into a thing. It's not working. It's not working. Not working. I tried to put it into a leaf. It's not working. I'm getting mad. Slept all fucked up. Okay. I'm fucking over this shit. Is this an angle? I don't fucking know. Is this even an angle? I'm about to hurt somebody. And it might be this fucked up cup. Hi, welcome to my fucking channel. Is there another one? I think there's another one. Why is there not another one? What the fuck is up with this shit? Okay, mad. I'm very mad. Hi, good morning. Hi, what's up? Oh, so upset. Where's my coffee? I'm gonna drink coffee and bitch. How about that? Ew! I had a dream some guy was asking me about the tattoos I have on my hand, and I was speaking in riddles. I would. I would just find somebody to be a fucking ass and then treat them as if a mythical character would. I dropped something on the floor. I'm not kidding it. I'm so upset at myself right now because I'm uncomfortable and I'm mad and my neck hurts and I slept on my body weird. And when I do my neck like this, it goes. um. Yeah. Hi guys. It's been a couple days and I'm sorry. Um. Yeah. I've been doing stuff. I'll insert some pictures. I made a cake and how does that sound? Why do I need something to hold my microphone? Why do I feel the constant need to do that? Yeah, this is the look. Okay. Hi. Oh God, my neck is in pain. Welcome to my room. My room. um, there's some black sheepskin on the wall and Kafka, Heath Ledger, Brandon Lee. Hi. Oh yeah, and a full moon. My dog thinks I want to hear him itching his ass all day. Like I don't. Like I don't. Like I don't. I'm listening to it right now. Okay, I'm fucking listening to it right now, and I don't want to hear it. Hey, look. My bangs are doing this weird thing. I don't know why they're parted down the middle right now. Like I am not going for Willard. But I'm just so like we're about to get into a fight, girl. You, me, and these guys. We're about to get into a fight. Ew, these are old and they're dusty and crusty. Yeah, see? If we don't chill out. Just kidding. I'm about to have a mental breakdown. And look like this guy. Move. Now you're probably like, well, he don't look that bad. Ah, bald, 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 bald. I'm just kidding. He's dusty too. Everything here is dusty because the air quality of where I live at is dangerous. Um, yeah. So whatever. What's that? What's this? What's that? What is that? What's this? What's that? What kind of a charger is that? Oh, it's a. I don't look at these things up here. I don't actually ever come upstairs anymore. And it makes doing laundry difficult because I gotta do the laundry, right? Like, I gotta do the laundry. But I don't because I'm never upstairs. Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere. Crochet hook, microphone. Okay, I just woke up. All in all, I just woke up. I am gonna hate editing this video. Um, who is she? I don't know. Um, yeah. Hell yeah, brother. I got some jalapenos. I made some really cool jalapeno poppers last night because my son, sorry, because I put my hair up on this side and now I'm pulling my hair out. Oh, oh. What was I saying? Oh, my son last year planted these peppers. They're called Fooled You. Haha, they're called Fooled You peppers. They look exactly like a jalapeno. Not hot, not spicy at all. They're called Fooled You. And they're trickster peppers because they're delicious and flavorful without any spice at all. So they're perfect for the whites. Just kidding. For the white people. I'm just joking. But yes, if you cannot handle the spice, if you are into boiled potatoes, full dew peppers, I highly recommend you planting them in your garden. And they are prolific. Is that the word? Prolific? There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. And I'm so sorry. My bangs are, they're making me mad. And so I'm gonna be fidgeting. Sorry, I'm gonna be fidgeting with my hair because my bangs are making. Okay. Anyway, yeah, foldy peppers, and they are not spicy at all. And so, I'm gonna go back to messing with my hair. They're not spicy at all, and so they're pretty cool because they're not spicy. And so we made jalapeno poppers, and we had about 10 of them. So, well, no, I lied. We had about 6 of them, and that made about 12 jalapeno poppers because we slice them in half, and then we do half boats. Um, I don't know if any of you guys understand what I'm saying. A jalapeno popper is a jalapeno that has been washed, hollowed out, seeds removed, stuffed with cream cheese and some type of filling, wrapped in bacon, and generally left on the grill or in the oven for about 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Yes, 20 minutes. And so that's a jalapeno popper. Now, some people will season the cream cheese. I don't. We don't. We just cream cheese in the pepper. Anyways, you pop them in your mouth, you eat them, and they are spicy, savory, sweet flavors. It's nice. Anyways, it's a delicacy down south. We like our jalapeno poppers. We like our crawfish. Um, okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, full peppers, not spicy at all, which is kind of amazing. So we had about 6 of those. It made 12, and then my son ate those. And then I made some regular jalapeno poppers with jalapenos from HEB, which were spicy. And yeah, that was fine. That was fine. Sorry, I'm trying to fix this. I keep calling it a kickstand. It's a ring light, but what is it really called? A phone stand? A jack? I don't know. I don't fucking know. I have my phone is attached to some kind of thing, ring light holder thing, and it's difficult. A microphone set? I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. It's too early. Anyway, so I made jalapeno poppers. And then I made a Dolly Parton strawberry cake, which took 4 eggs, which I got from how do you say, the chickens outside, and half a cup of butter, but I think I used a whole cup. I melted half a cup and put it into the pan, and the other half a cup went into the batter. So the pan was completely buttered up, so the cake would just fly right out. Fly right out. And anyways, so I made a Dolly Parton strawberry cake, and then I put blueberries in it as if I would a cobbler. So basically, you dump your batter into the cake pan of your choice, your pan, and sorry, my neck hurts so bad. And then you will you will um yeah, butter, and then you dump your cake batter into the center of the pan and allow it to settle like to the outer edges. And then I went in with no specific amount of blueberries and just to make sure the whole cake was covered in blueberries. And then I tapped the pan a little bit to make the blueberries submerge themselves into the batter. Um, and yeah, that was really delicious. The blueberries were a nice, sour kind of distinct flavor from the sweetness of the strawberry cake. So it gave it a good flavor mix. And then the blueberries actually made the cake more moist because they release berry juice. They're frozen. This is the trick to cooking with blueberries. You freeze them. If you freeze them. Now, of course, you might have to cook the cake a little longer. You want to cook it until it stops moving. Like it's not like jello moving, like water, sloshes around, right? You want to cook the cake until it's no more sloshy. And here's what I do personally. So I'll cook a cake, and then when I notice it's starting to harden up and it's not sloshy anymore, I just cut the timer off because I want the whole cake to not, I mean, obviously not be like black or dark brown from burning, but um, cooked all the way through. So I turn off the timer and I turn off the oven and allow it to self cook with the rest of the heat, and that generally helps. My cake experiences, anyways, is delicious. And then we used one little can. It's about this. It's about this big of Dolly Parton buttercream icing, and we split it into thirds. So one third was white, one third was baby blue, and one third was baby pink, and we covered the cake in icing. And then we did not have bags or fancy tips. We just used Ziploc bags, which we put dye into, mushed it around, and then squeeze it to the end and snipped a tiny itty bitty piece off to make a hole to distribute the icing in like design ways. Um, Now it was fun. It was a nice. So we had for dinner. It was jalapeno poppers. Some of them were spicy. Some of them were not spicy at all, and from the garden. And then a blueberry strawberry cake. That was dinner last night, and it was really nice. I like cooking. Unfortunately, cooking involves. Sorry. Oh, I got a new blanket. This is I got this from the thrift store. It's that Opal House. It's like a Target brand, but I got it from the thrift store. It's a beautiful green. It kind of looks like peas on camera, but it's a nice green velvet color. Mhm. Anyways, so and it doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel bad, which is amazing. Anyways, so yeah, we had that for dinner. Um, I have been making jam. Oh, and then I got this silicone mold of stars from, I believe it's silicone, some kind of rubbery material. I believe silicone from Goodwill or a craft store. You could get it at a craft store. You go to like the food areas of your craft stores, and I got stars. And so what I did was I melted down two things of butter, two half a sticks, which is about a cup, and I very carefully filled each silicone mold, which were stars, with butter, and then I let them dry or like re-solidify at room temperature and then put them in the refrigerator when they were just, not sloshy, but just kind of hardening up. I put them back in the fridge and then I popped them out onto a coffee thing. How do you say coffee? The filters, and I wind them up, and so now I have a little baggie of stars, butter stars. So it's just like I'm doing little things around the house to make my life more magical or like cuter, happier, I guess, by like doing that. Sorry. And that has been helping a lot. Yeah, just in there, you're like, why did you go through all the trouble of making your butter into stars? Um, because it makes me happy. And every time I go get a piece of sourdough bread, like a nice little chunk of sourdough bread, I can put a little piece of star butter on it and feel like I'm in a fantasy game or novel or world manifest into this world. And so it's like really cool. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's little things that, like, okay, was that unnecessary? Yeah, it was absolutely unnecessary. We can literally just live in a box with white walls, no carpeting, dirt floors, and that's really all we need to survive. But I'm tired of surviving. In fact, fuck everybody who makes me feel like I have to survive. Um, I would like to live. Please, can I just live? And people will always try to shame you for being different or for having fun or having creativity. Make your butter into, you know, molds and pop them out. And like they had starfish, they had seashells. You can have seashell shaped butter. You don't have to make butter from scratch. You could just go get some stuff from the store. Even I think the butter in the tube, like the tub, it's like not real butter. It's scary, whatever it is. But whatever, if you're vegan and you use vegan butter, I'm sure that you can melt it down into like those little silicone molds. You might have to like freeze them and then put them in the refrigerator to pop them out correctly without them breaking. That's kind of like I did had some issues with some pieces of the stars breaking, so I had to like pull the mold better. But it's a learning process and it's fine. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Uh, And like I said, yeah, it was absolutely unnecessary. It's unnecessary for me to go out and buy leather leaves and stick them in my hair, but having them around makes me feel like I'm real and alive because these are the things that I feel on the inside. And I get lost a lot of the times, externally with like the world and the humdrum of everything. And so it's important for me to have stupid shit surrounding me. Like I have Pez dispensers on my wall and the Joker and Heath Ledger as the Joker, and the Crow, and a black sheepskin on my wall. And these things remind me of who I am to some extent. So when I look around, I'm reflecting back artistically some truth to myself, so I don't always get lost in everyone else's expectations or projections or this and that and the other. Like it's very easy to get lost in the ocean of chaos and madness and fear and insanity and peculiarity and sorrow. It's very, very, very easy. I don't know if you've ever tried it. It's very, very easy to get lost. And to feel like you're drowning. Ew, like no, no, we don't want to drown. That's grotesque, but yeah, I don't. So yeah, sorry. And I'm not wearing makeup today because I took a shower this morning and I don't know. I just mm, I want to be happy. Yeah. I think we all do. And like the things I can't control make me mad. Yeah. Like yeah. um so I just have to meditate and come back to myself. And when I'm not doing my routine of meditation and whatnot, I have to create, consume how you want your life to be. Go on Pinterest, go on YouTube, watch 4K walkthroughs of towns and cities that you find fascinating. I'm sure they're on there. Um, watch people how they live, watch different people how they live, travel. And like once you've consumed enough, you have to create. You have to create something. You can't just consume, consume, consume. I mean, that's wrong. That's not okay. You can, but I don't suggest it. You must then create. It's like it's a positive loop of consuming and creation. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, at least that's what I find to be true. Now, if you don't think that's How you work, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. That's cool. Like, okay, whatever. Good. Find how you work and go do it now. Like, and if you don't know how you work, then take a week out of your life and observe yourself for a moment and be like, okay, well, this week I'm going to be mindful of how my creative process is and what that looks like. And now for people who have uterus, or monthly cycles, okay, monthly cycles, people, okay, let's just say it like this. People who are naturally cycling with the moon, like females or people who have uterus, um, that creative process is much different than a man or somebody who does not have a uterus or follows the solar cycles versus the lunar cycles. It's a completely different process. You guys have like 24 hours, okay? And then people like women or people who have uterus or people who are lunar, their cycles are longer. It may take you a month to figure out your entire cycle. Like for me, um, I know around personally, I know whenever it is like the new moon, oh, I'm ready to do everything under the sun, everything. I'm ready to clean and cook and paint the walls and move the furniture and cut my hair and dye it and fucking rip my skin off and throw it at the sky and make a fucking parachute with it and like cool stuff. I'm ready to do anything. And then that's when my period starts, and then I'm just like, I'm like, oh no, what the fuck? And then I'm like, what the helly berry? Like, what the fuck is this shit? And then yeah, yeah. But then other people have different cycles. Like well, I have to ask people. I'm gonna go ask some men some questions. I'm gonna ask some people who identify as men some questions and be like, hey, how do you feel? And every time I do that, they're like, what are you talking about? I don't know how I feel. I just do. I don't feel. And I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. No, I'm just kidding. Do you journal? No, what's don't fucking talk to me. Don't talk to me. Don't fucking talk to my ugly ass. Shut the fuck up. I hate whenever like I'm going in from like a scientific perspective of something, and then I have to go gather data, and then I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna go gather some data. So I ask questions to my friends and family and like sometimes random people. And then sometimes I'll be judging the data, which is not okay to bring your biases into an experiment. But I do. I'd be like, okay, great. No, that's magnificent. Going on. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I need to stay upstairs. My biggest issue is that I go downstairs, and that's my issue. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. No, okay. Just kidding. No, I do need to stay upstairs and do things up here, but I don't generally stay up here. But downstairs is very loud and chaotic. All of the animals and all of the things, and even the ducks and the chickens are technically downstairs, and so you hear that. But upstairs is very quiet, peaceful, and we don't have any electronics up here. Really, this is my phone, and that's about it. Like you bring your phone upstairs and stuff like that, but I purposefully made it like kind of like a house rule that we don't have any electronics where we sleep, to an extent because it it's better that way. It's just better that way. We get more sleep. We get better sleep to an extent if our schedules allow it. But yeah, I need to just stay upstairs today. But unfortunately and fortunately, I have God, this I love a good fucking leather leaf. I love a good leather leaf. I have another one of these somewhere, but I don't know where it's at. So I bought this one, I think from Spain. Look at that. I just love a good leaf. I love a good leaf. And if a leaf could be made out of leather, so that way I could keep it forever, I love it. I want to put it in my hair, but every time I do, it always sticks up like this. And so I walk around looking like that. And like, I guess. Hello. um, well, hello. I guess I could wear it like this because I can see you. This is so fucked up. I love a good leaf. What was I saying? I need to stay upstairs and like clean the upstairs area. But it's just a completely different vibe. Everything upstairs is like a shade of purple and blue, and it's very nice. And everything downstairs is very like earth toned greens and browns and even oranges. It's very earth toned. Everything reds, greens, browns, oranges. And then upstairs is very like blues and purples. And I like that. It's completely different things. Yeah. And yeah. And I like that. I don't know why. I haven't figured out why, but I do. Um Oh yeah, today I have 45 cuttings coming in today. Today. Do not listen to me. I have 45 cuttings coming in of mulberry trees, and so I'm gonna start slicing and rooting them with rooting hormone and trying to get them to grow. Um, so that way I can eventually sell a couple of them at a farmer's market and then also give some away. Um, I am such a bitch because I always I want to give things to people because I I don't know if it's like just the way my brain is. I tend to give things to people I love. I love, not that they love me, not that it's reciprocated, but I tend to give a lot out to the people that I do love, and that always ends up fucking me in the end because I'll end up realizing that I played myself or they played me or whatever. Like I have this one person in my life that she's like whatever, but she goes around and uses people up, manipulates people, tells people gossip about everyone else, and then but she does that to everyone. And then she's always a victim in all of her stories. And then but she's also like a druggie, whatever. She does a lot of drugs. And so she goes around and she like uses everybody, and then also while she's telling stories about other people, she's gathering stories about you. And whenever she's used you up for all of your like let's say you know how to do tattoos. She wants a tattoo, so she'll get close to you and be like, "Yeah, we're best friends," and like be all up in your business. And let's say you know how to do hair. Well, then she needs her hair done. So she's all of a sudden your bestie, like in your DMs, like, "Hi, what's up? Oh my God, yes, sending you stuff, telling you how much she loves you." And then she like just gathers information, talks shit about everybody, but she has like the worst life. Like that's gotta be like the worst life ever. And I know it's kind of harsh, but it's like, dude, that's not even peace. That to me, I think of people like that as like when you're watching like an anime or something and they have like those squiggly lines above their head of like chaos, like like angry squiggly lines. That is a person. It's just an angry squiggly line walking around. Ew. Like shut up. The fuck out of my face because I want to slap you like a mosquito. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know. Yeah, it's difficult because and anyways, I end up attracting people like that because I'm like, "Oh, I want to share or I want to have a community like all mammals do, right?" And then there's always somebody that seems to be a mammalian, but they are obviously not. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. I'm gonna go. I need to drink some coffee and clean my room and just be today. And then I have to go plant some flowers and stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just stay upstairs today and calm down. But because all the electronics and stuff, the fun stuff is downstairs, including a coffee maker, then I want to be downstairs with the big TVs and the projectors and the movies and the media and the fun stuff. But then it's like, girl, you need to just shut the fuck up and sit the fuck down and like write a list, journal. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. My neck is so fucked up today. Okay, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys are doing well. How are you guys doing? I hope it's well. Okay, goodbye.